My name is Kristen John, and I'm 18 years old, and I'm a senior at Carlisle High School. So we've been talking about hashtag selfie, and I just want to share an embarrassing story that I had when I was in middle school. When I was in 7th grade, I was pressured by my friends into going on a date with a kid that I barely really knew, and we ended up going to this creek and a bridge, and long story short, I fell into the creek, completely soaked, and I had to walk around the rest of the night, and it was just a horrible experience. So if you ever have embarrassing moments in middle school, just know that we all have those, and it's okay. So last week, Hannah talked about comparing ourselves to others, and this week I'm going to be talking about self-doubt and just not feeling good enough or not feeling like we have what it takes and how God can help us through that. Self-doubt is definitely something that all of us struggle with, and I know personally for me that I've always struggled with self-doubt. And one of the reasons is because I've always been a perfectionist, and I'm just really hard on myself, and I always want things to be right, and I always want to do my best. And when I was in middle school, I definitely struggled with that, and I just struggled with not feeling good enough, whether that was sports, school, or friends. I played basketball and volleyball, and I always doubted my abilities, or if this person was better than me, or if I was playing my best. And in school, I was really quiet because I was afraid of not getting the right answer, and I doubted my schoolwork and whether it was good enough. And even with friends, I doubted my relationships and whether they actually liked me or if I was being cool. And so I think self-doubt is just something that everyone goes through, and it's something that we all have to overcome. Self-doubt is definitely something that we all struggle with and need to overcome, and we can't do that alone. So now I just encourage you guys to be open and honest, and I'm going to give you some questions. So just be open about what you struggle with and what doubts that you have about yourself, and I will see you soon. Why can't I do this problem? I'm so dumb. I'm never going to get into college. I'm never going to be good enough. Welcome back. I hope you guys had a good discussion and were able to open up. And personally for me, I feel super awkward sitting here in front of a camera. And so I think we all just feel awkward sometimes, but it's good to get those things out. And so now I just want to talk to you about what God has for us and our self-doubt. And I have a scripture verse, Philippians 4:13, and it says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And I'm sure most of you have heard that verse, and maybe sometimes it sounds cliche, but I think this verse is a lot more important than we think it to be, and it really just has given me reassurance through high school and helped me to overcome my self-doubts. This verse for me just shows me that our strength comes from God. And personally, about a year ago, I played club volleyball, and I was at a tournament, and I was just doing really bad. And the worse that I did, the worse I felt about myself, and I just doubted everything. And I talked to my parents, and we were talking about how much doubt that I had and how much I felt bad about myself. And I actually found this verse, and so then when I was playing, I just repeated this verse over and over in my head until I actually got that confidence, and I didn't feel bad about myself anymore. Even in school, when I'm having anxiety over a test or a grade, I'll just say a quick prayer to God, and He just helps me to relax and have confidence in myself. And although I still struggle with doubt, I have just gained so much more confidence in myself and my abilities. And it's important to know that even when we do mess up, we're still enough for God, because we all fail and we all mess up, And that's okay sometimes, and we just have to know that that doesn't reflect who we are as a person, and that God can still give us strength through that. So my challenge for you guys is to actually memorize this verse and repeat it in your head whenever you're feeling self-doubt, and just see how that impacts your confidence and how you feel about yourself. And just know throughout everything that you do that you are good enough for God, and that He will strengthen you in everything that you do. And remember, ultimately, your true self is found in God.